It is my honor and privilege to invite Dr. Abiola Akiode Afolabi. She is the Executive Director for Women Advocates Research and Documentation Center and the coordinator of the BAF at 60 Conference Organizing Committee to please give us the official welcome remarks before we get started. Thank you for welcoming her. She's a general, I hope you know. Ideally, every woman in the room should be standing and saluting as she walks up elegantly. You're welcome, Doctor.
No woman, no woman, no woman. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, my sisters from across the region, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols duly observed. I want to do a warm and heartfelt welcome to each and every one of us seated here today, because I need to say I'm very, very happy today. I'm very, very excited, to be here today, because we are here and we are gathered here to celebrate the 60th birthday of our beloved sister, my own mentor, my own special sister, a friend, a leader of leaders, a woman of the people. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very, very excited to be here. The theme of this conference is Sisterhood Across Borders, Perspectives on the Leadership Journey of Bisi, Adeleye, Fayemi at 60. I want to say it's an honor to stand before you and address this remarkable gathering filled with the promise of unity, compassion, and the power of connection. Our main objective here today is to share experiences with sisters from the North and South, and particularly from other African countries, who have been involved in solidarity building, feminist organizing, and taking impactful action in different countries. We are blessed to have our feminist sisters here from across the world, present today as participants and speakers. I welcome you warmly. We welcome our great sisters and brothers who had found it worthy to respond to our calls. Let me particularly thank our sisters from AWDF, our sister Sarah Mukasa, Professor Olonishaki, the keynote speaker. I thank you so much for making it to be here. In a world that is often divided by boundaries, both physical and metaphorical, it is crucial that we come together to acknowledge the strength and beauty that lies in fostering sisterhood across borders. Today, we celebrate the unbreakable bond that transcends nationalities, cultures, and background, and we recognize that in the face of adversity, our shared humanity unites us all. Sisterhood at its core embodies the spirit of empathy, support, and empowerment. It is a testament to the resilience and courage of women who, throughout history, have risen above societal constraints, prejudice, and discrimination to forge paths of progress and transformation. From trailblazing leaders to unsung heroes, women have consistently defied expectations and proven their worth, regardless of the borders that may seek to confine them. When we speak of sisterhood across borders, we speak of a world where compassion knows no boundaries. It's a world where women uplift one another, celebrate each other's achievements. It is a world of rapper. Please give a round of applause for the rapper woman. It is a world where women uplift one another, celebrate each other's achievements, and stand shoulder to shoulder in the face of adversity. It's a world where we recognize that the struggle faced by one sister resonates with us all, regardless of where we come from. The solidarity transcends languages, race, religion, and socioeconomic background, binding us as in a shared pursuit of justice, equality, and freedom. You're welcome, ma. As we gather here today, let us reaffirm our commitment to fostering sisterhood across borders. Let us pledge to transcend the limitation imposed by borders, whether physical or ideological, and embrace the strength that lies in our shared experience and aspiration. Let us build bridges instead of walls, opening our hearts and minds to the richness and diversity that our global community offers. Today, we celebrate the countless stories of inspiration and achievement that exemplify sisterhood across borders. We celebrate a woman who has tirelessly fought for gender equality, advocating for the rights of women and empowering sisters around the world. We celebrate a gender activist, a feminist, who has fearlessly spoken out against injustice, igniting movements of change that reverberate far beyond our own community. We celebrate a woman who has been dedicated to building bridges, fostering understanding, and nurturing peace. We celebrate a quintessential woman, a woman of valor, a woman of substance, a woman with a difference, an impactful woman, a purposeful woman. We will continue to celebrate you, and a purposeful leader. Beside every successful woman, it's a great man. Sir, we celebrate you. In the words of Maya Angelou, we are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. Let us remember these words as we continue on our individual journeys, bound by the threads of sisterhood that connect us all. Once again, I extend my warmest welcome to each one of you. Before I wrap up, I would like to recognize my sisters and brothers that we work together to put this together. Please, I want you to please stand up for recognition. Please, sisters, please a round of applause. This would not have been possible without the sisters and brothers. That's what I said. I said sisters and brothers. So we all put this together, and I am happy that we are here today. Once again, my big sister, my mentor, I say congratulations, ma. Many happy returns.
I think she deserves a better round of applause than that. You know, while sitting in this room today, I want to give you a forewarning. You have to be rubbing your palms because we're going to do a lot of clapping all through the day. It's a celebration. I'm sure when they called you to say, come for conference at Civic Center, did you really think you were coming for conference? You are here for a conference, but it's a conference of celebration. And we are absolutely delighted to celebrate this phenomenal woman. We are going to move along very rapidly with our program. You're welcome, Your Excellencies. You're welcome, the representative of the Oba of Eko. We are delighted to have you with us. We will still get down the rank and file of our acknowledgements, but just to get the program forward a little bit, Erele is someone who takes great pride in reminding you that she is proudly old school in a manner that makes her ever so relevant for the new school. And everything that we've done to put together this conference is to try as much as possible to showcase the value system that this woman represents. You know, she is like that favorite auntie in our respective families that we all love to hate or hate to love, depending on which side of what is fair, just, and true that you represent. She disarms with a very charming smile and assures you that of a truth, she really means no harm, whatever the stance she is taking. She's a wife, she's a mother, she's a sister. Like Dr. Abiola says, she loves rappers and willingly gives one out daily to a sister on the street, in the rain, under the scorching sun, or on a cold harmattan night, who is walking down her share of life's valley of the shadow of death. She's a comforting arm on a shoulder. She's a set of something soothing, offered as whispers or above whispers, as the situation demands. She is a woman, and today she is 60. And because she was already practicing mentorship, intergenerational mentorship, way before mentorship became a thematic area, I have with me the privilege of comparing this event with none other than a thorough professional, someone who has blazed the trail over the years, someone who is a voice, someone who is a leader, someone who is a mentor. Please put your hands together as I welcome to the microphone Chief Mrs. Moji Makanjola, MFR.
Thank you very much, Ini. Your Excellencies all, very distinguished men and women. Today is so unique because when I'm celebrating a sister, a mentor, a literary giant, and a woman of substance. Woman, married, mother, soon to be grandmother, I hope, joined the group. But more than anything else, one that not only speaks true to power. It doesn't matter even if it's him. She speaks true to power. And you know what I'm talking about. Can we please be on our feet together with me and give glory to God, and let us just keep clapping. 60 years to celebrate a woman whose other half, I'm sure, is the most proud man on earth today. Thank you. Thank you, my ladies. Please be seated. Thank you. You see, these two lovers, if you look at them too much, you might get distracted. Their love is so continuum. And so today, I'm so happy to be back in Lagos. It's only Erele that will bring me in less than a week to be here. I've missed Lagos, so I'm happy to be back home. Your Royal Highnesses, all of us here, ably represented, life, no matter how long-lived, without impact on humanity is only worth little. Today's event is all about giving true meaning to human existence. And that's what Erele, that's what she represents. There is a woman who walks the talk and ensure that life in itself is full of the essence for which we are all here gathered. Her Excellency, Erele, my sister, is offering humanity a cohesion factor to reposition us as we should be as women in the overall scheme of humanity, with her long wrapper going from coast to coast, with above whispers so loud for everyone to hear. Sisterhood should and must be without borders. Whenever women are on the face of the earth, there must be no borders. Only sisterhood must be the currency, and without limitations. Your Excellencies all, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the illimitable sisterhood that we are all together seated today to celebrate an icon, to celebrate a woman, a daughter, a mother, a wife, a developer. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for her, Erele. Everybody here must speak at some point, but I have the longest list of people who are going to give their goodwill messages. And it's long, so I want to appeal, I want to beg in the style of Her Excellency. When she came in, if you saw it, you would know it. She went on her knees. That's the way it's done. So I'm going on my knees, please. When I call you to the microphone, you have exactly 2 minutes. 2 minutes to give your goodwill message so that it can go around. Having said that, one of my favorite Nigerians is here today. And he's the other half of Erele Bisi. Oftentimes, we don't give credit to the man that stands by us, besides us, to make us achievers. On a very special note, I'd like to recognize my brother, His Excellency, Fayemi, who had all over these years supported our sister in every way. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're missing. Okay. So we go straight now to the goodwill messages. And like I said, I have the longest list of goodwill messages here. I'd like to also to recognize that we have with us prominent women. But for today, our focus is on Erele Bisi, Adeleye, Fayemi. So we will please leave the protocol. Go straight to your message. That way we'll all have a wonderful time together. I recognize that we have their excellencies. I must please allow me to just recognize those that I've seen. I know from Ekiti. Then I know that the leader that she gave the baton to, the wife of the Kwara State Governor, is here. And my other sister just walked in, immediate past First Lady of Kebbi State. So we'll just move on quickly to the goodwill messages. From the Nigerian Women Trust Fund, would like to start. She was one of the pillars that ensured that Nigerian Women Trust Fund still exists. So quickly, I'm going to call on the Chief Executive Officer. Yes, you're happy to be here. Go straight to your goodwill message without protocol.
Thank you very much. I'm standing on the established protocol. I'm very happy to be here today because of my mentor, my sister, my career supporter all over the years. Over 2 decades now that I've known her, she has been a pillar of support. On behalf of the Nigerian Women Trust Fund, we facilitate with you. We pray for you as you move on to the 6th floor in your life. We pray that you see more grateful years ahead. We're very proud of you, especially in your support through the lifeline support you gave to the Nigerian Women Trust Fund to move it to the next level. The organization has remained resourceful and has touched several more lives. I'm not just the only mentor. The organization has grown so well because of your support across time. The fact that sisterhood across border is the theme for today's conference and celebration, for me is inspirational because it's not just across border. Auntie Bisi is a global citizen. She's an international citizen. And the celebration is also across generations. I'm not going to take much of our time, but I'd like to ask for the birthday wishes from the mentors of mentors. She has mentored us, and we have people she has also mentored here. NWTF mentees, are you here? That's the message. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is all evidence-based. Please, I'd just like to let us know that we might not be able to announce people as they come in, but we recognize that your excellencies are here, wives of immediate past governors or re-elected governors. So Mrs. Abiodun from Ogun State, your excellency, you're welcome. Thank you very much. We are moving on quickly. One of the pillars that has allowed gender activists to be able to continue to do their work that has earned a celebrant ambassador of UN Women is UN Women. And UN Women has been very supportive in ensuring that activities that are particular to empower women are often carried out. We have a representative of UN Women here. I'm sure she would be very, very brief, because I know the UN people, they like to make long speeches. But today, yes, I know she'll be very, I'm excited because she's a young woman. Please, let's welcome Chung Dung with us.
Thank you very much. Standing on all established protocol, Auntie Moji has already given me the whip to make it very brief. It's a rare honor and privilege for me to deliver these brief remarks on behalf of my country representative, Ms. Beatrice Eyong, who would have loved to be here, but is unavoidably out of the country. Her Excellency Bisi Fayemi is a leading voice, not only in the African women's movement and civil society, but in the international development. Ma, those coming after you will be standing on the shoulders of a truly phenomenal woman. Your achievements and leadership track record are indeed worthy of emulation. You have contributed to laying a solid foundation for advancing gender equality in the protection of women's rights in Nigeria and indeed Africa at large. Through your efforts, Ekiti State now has the most robust legal and policy frameworks in Nigeria for gender equality. This includes the domestication of the National Gender Policy, passage of the Equal Opportunities Bill, and the law on HIV/AIDS and anti-stigma law. It is only right that we have gathered here today to honor a formidable pioneer in development and women's rights. It's apt and fitting for us to have an opportunity to acknowledge your really hard work and celebrate the life of this great Amazon who has dedicated her life to protecting the rights of women and children. Along this line, I want to thank the General and her team for putting this together. And really, the challenges of the global stage calls for leaders who understand the value of equality and who are prepared to disrupt norms that would hinder the full enjoyment of human rights for all people. Her Excellency, Mrs. Fayemi, is a representative of this much-needed strand of transformational leadership. It is for this reason that she won the award for Outstanding Woman Leader during the International Women's Day Gala in 2022, presented by UN Women in collaboration with UNDP and wives and female ambassadors in Nigeria. Your Excellency, we at UN Women are proud of your legacies, and we continue to celebrate our long-standing partnership. We join your family and friends in wishing you the very best as you reach this milestone age. Congratulations as you continue to impact and inspire more lives. And I say you look 20. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. We are also going to hear now from the African Women's Development Fund. Can I have the representative of the African Women's Development Fund? And while she's making her way here, I'd like to say to also recognize that Ford Foundation and MacArthur Foundation, they're all also represented here today. Please let's give them a round of applause as we hear from, yes, thank you.
Hello, and good morning to you all. My name is Gertrude, and I'm here representing the African Women's Development Fund. Bisi, we celebrate you today. We are so excited that you are celebrating this milestone. For those of you who don't know AWDF, Bisi was one of our founders in the year 2000. AWDF is now 23 years old, and we are growing as an organization because of the foundation that Bisi laid as the first executive director of AWDF. Bisi was the executive director of AWDF from the year 2000 to 2010, and in the 10 years that she was executive director, the organization grew in terms of the amount of funding we provided to women's rights organizations across Africa, in terms of the institutional development of AWDF itself, and that is why today we are here as an organization growing from strength to strength. Bisi was an amazing leader to work with. Her personal ethics was amazing to watch. She mentored all of us. She inspired all of us. She motivated all of us. And it was a pleasure to work with her. I'm here on behalf of all of us to say thank you and to celebrate you today for all the amazing work that you've done for women's rights organizations across Africa. Thank you, Bisi.
Thank you. As we continue to celebrate our sister without borders, I would please beg my colleagues to please, you can focus your camera and find a place to stay so you are not disturbing the views, particularly the views of our royal fathers here with us. Please find a place to, thank you very much. And those of us, my colleagues at at this side of the hall, can we please just share ourselves in such a way that you are making this very interesting? We don't want anybody with a neck sprain later on. Thank you so very much. Can we please share ourselves on this side of the divide? Thank you. Can we, yes, in such a way, please take your views and find a place to sit. Thank you. We'll continue. I'd like to welcome all your excellencies that are coming in now. We thank you. At the appropriate time, I'll list all the names. So, Wimbis, you're next on the roll call for goodwill messages.
Erele, Bisi, Adeleye Fayemi has been a national voice that is a gender defender. She has used her office for leadership and justice in Nigeria and equity for women. You are a very strong, collaborative, transformational leader, an astute politician. And on behalf of the founders of Wimbis, I saw Mrs. Bukuna Woshika here. She was seated here, one of us. All the management team, our members of the board of trustees, our associates, many of who are here, all our life members and our management team, women in management, business and public service, we celebrate Erele today. It is through Erele's leadership that Wimbis has benefited through the African Women Development Fund and the Nigerian Women Trust Fund. We have been able to mentor over 1,500 women, young girls in university through our Winning Without Compromise program. We have also been able to develop, again through AWDF, develop a number of female politicians through our mentoring program, about 125 of them. And we benefited from a strategy retreat for all our leaders several years ago, a lot of processes that have been impacted. And so I just want to, on this 60th celebration of Erele, commend and congratulate you for your direct and indirect impact for women and children and girls in Nigeria. We want to encourage you to continue to use your voice for your transformational impact and your contribution to nation building, both in Nigeria and in Africa. Wimbis women in the room, let me thank you so much for coming, and let's wave. And I also want to appreciate our dear chairman of one of our Wimbis ambassadors, our chairman of Guardian. I just want to thank you, Ma, for being here, and God bless you. Lady Maiden Ibrum, thank you.
Thank you, Wimbies. Thank you for that testimonial that you gave about our celebrant. Would move the microphone now to the royalty. I've always said to her that you must give us a book on how to stay young forever. And she's never changed, so I think I'll want to see the hands up if you want Erele Fernandez to give us a book on how she has stayed young forever. Okay, I'm sure all the women in the room. Your Royal Highness, I'd like to invite you to the microphone, ma'am. Yes, to give us your royal blessings. Yes. I want the applause to continue. Bless you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, beautiful, beautiful women, ladies. It's such a joy to be here. I met the husband of the celebrant many, many years ago in the corporate academia space in Nigeria. Then when after a long time, he now introduced his wife. I looked at her and I said, she looks like a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed African woman. And I moved on. In later years, I got to know her very well. And I was amazed, not impressed, but just amazed at her capacity, her intellect, her desire to just excel and add value to the lives of people around her. And of course, I gravitated towards her. And then I discovered that such a brilliant woman is also very cognizant of who she is, her culture, her tradition. And for me, I'm a diehard for tradition, foremost. So of course, and I thought, well, now we have a champion in all its ramifications. Not a pseudo-champion, but anywhere you put her, she will fit in and she will fight your cause. So for me, it is a privilege. Although I'm almost, 2 decades older, but I feel privileged and happy to be here to celebrate you today. You deserve all the accolades and all the brilliant things that have been said about you. And, 60 years is very young. I'm still raring to go and continue to add value to my environment. And you are just 60. So the coast is open, and I know you are capable. And from all the testimonies, I know. So I wish you all the best. And also, I mustn't forget this. I was watching you also during the tenure of your husband, where you fill the void, you dot the T, quietly, elegantly, just giving full support. Congratulations. I can see he appreciated all your efforts. So I wish you all the best. Continue to enjoy the grace and the blessings of the Almighty and remain beautiful. Congratulations.
Very important. Stay beautiful. And so that you can inspire some other women who are looking at 60 as old. I think 60 is the new 40. Your Excellencies, all very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a lot has been said about Erele. One thing that she has done for this country that I hope at some point women can come together to actually celebrate her is that she uses every opportunity to uplift womanhood. Her husband assumed the office of being the chair of Nigeria Governors Forum. And trust the celebrant, she seized that opportunity and made a rather I'm choosing my words now because my governor's wife is here, so I don't get into trouble. But something that went a bit comatose, she brought it to life. She did not only do that, she did not only do that, she also institutionalized it. So that today, governors' wives have a very loud voice above whispers. And this to me is so formidable. And as we resonate and reflect on the woman, Bisi, Adeleye, Fayemi, I think the question we start asking ourselves is, what really have I done for humanity? So if at 60, we have all this to speak about her, I pray that when you celebrate your 60, there'll be so much legacy, the kind that Erele Bisi has shown, and why we're all here gathered proudly to celebrate her. So speaking about Nigeria Governors' Wives Forum, I know a list was being prepared for me to recognize that we have a lot of the former First Ladies here with us. I wish I could take the microphone around so that we can get them introduced. Your Excellencies all, please can you stand up for your sister? All the Excellencies in the room. Can you please stand up? Yes, we want to know the wives of our governors. Those re-elected, those that are former. Please, my sisters. I'm your Egmo. Thank you. God bless you. And it is on this premise I'd like to call the current chair, Nigeria Governors' Wives Forum, my wife, Her Excellency, Ambassador Olufolake Abdul Razak, who will speak on behalf of all the other First Ladies here present. And I want the applause to continue. Yes. Okay. Well, she's asking all the other First Ladies to come with her. That is the gesture, that is the sisterhood that Erele Bisi started with this forum, and it has continued. May I please ask that the security men and women, you please just wait around for your principals. The stage is very, very safe. Yes. The stage is very, very safe. Just hang around. Yes. Very safe. Very, very safe. Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and thank you for recognizing us as the Nigeria Governors' Wives Forum. Of course, we're here to celebrate with our pioneer chair. We call her Chair Emeritus. So, happy 60th birthday, Chair Emeritus. Your Excellency, Governor Fayemi, our dear celebrant of today, Her Excellency Erele Bisi Fayemi, my dear sisters all standing here with me. I'm sure you can see how popular she is. There will be more tomorrow. So we all had to be here to come and show our support. We are delighted to be here today to rejoice. By the way, she wanted us to speak for just 2 minutes, so we will try our best. We are here delighted to rejoice and celebrate with Her Excellency Erele Bisi Fayemi as she turns 60. I wish you a very happy birthday as you add another year to your eventful and very impactful life. Your Excellency's life of service to the people of Ekiti State through the Ekiti Development Foundation has continued to inspire the current generation of leaders of our dear country and indeed Africa. A champion of many impactful initiatives, you will agree with me that Erele Bisi Fayemi's contributions to the development and empowerment of Nigerian women is indeed laudable. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen,
Working together at the Nigeria Governors' Wives Forum, Erele brought her experience and expertise to bear with masterful lucidity. A mobilizer of repute, her tenure as the chairperson of the Nigeria Governors' Wives Forum heralded significant development and enviable successes were recorded. We started with the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. We went into overdrive and we made sure that we were real advocacy for gender-based violence because there was a spike of incidents during that time. We started off as the Nigeria Governors' Wives Against Gender-Based Violence, and then later on, with the drive and the zeal, and everybody saw what we were doing, the First Lady gave her concurrence to us coming together as the Nigeria Governors' Wives Forum. A mobilizer of repute, her tenure was very successful, as I said. We are indeed grateful and proud of your immense contributions in this regard, as I assure you that we will consolidate on the successes and the achievements you've left behind. As you celebrate this remarkable milestone today with family and friends and associates, at the Nigeria's Governors' Wives Forum, we share this joy, and unanimously we enjoin you as the chairperson of the forum's board of trustees. I'm sure you all didn't know that. We decided we weren't going to let her go, so she's now the chairperson of the forum's trusteeship council. So she would not be too far away from us. So we count on your experience and expertise to continue the trusteeship council. On this occasion of your 60th anniversary, and on behalf of all of us standing here today, your sisters, I rejoice with you and your family and wish you good health, peace, and happiness. Everybody has said how young you look. We reiterate that, and we're all striving, aren't we, ladies? We're all making sure we're not left behind. And we wish you many, many more years in the service to humanity. Erele, diamond really looks good on you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Please, can you give them some more round of applause?